Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again today, and we're going to be talking about the undisputed light heavyweight title fight coming up between a rematch. Is Beterbiev out of Beterbiev and the Alexander Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry Bivol too. It's a rematch from their first fight, and the question we're asking today is who is going to pick up the Holy Grail. Because we regard this title because it's the four titles: the WBO, the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA titles. Who is the Ring Magazine and the Ring Magazine title as well? You know, who is going to pick up the Holy Grail? And the question we're asking today is, will Beterbiev be the first to knock out or can Beterbiev be the first boxer to knock out Bivol? You know, and we don't know. Or will the movement of Bivol be a problem for Beterbiev? Because we saw what happened during the first fight. The movement was a little problem for him. He couldn't hit the target until the later rounds. And, well, he was fighting till the end of the fight, isn't he? And that is solid for him. At the age of 40, Beterbiev is not showing anything about age or going down in strength. And we believe that he will come out in a system where he will start uploading quickly because they've had the experience of fighting each other together, and which is very important in boxing. They understand each other's move now. Because Beterbiev, this is the only fight he's had on points, and he's going to come and try to redeem it. With Bivol take advantage by being the first person to drop him. He's been dropped before, dropped him and knocked him out. But for us, for Beterbiev, for Bivol to win, he has to upset the system of Beterbiev. We've said that a couple of times, you know, in our videos. And then another question that props up in my mind is whether the surgery, the knee surgery, Beterbiev had, whether it was a factor in the fight. You know, we never know. But today, in this and then 22nd of February, we will see if it was a problem for him, if it was or it was just the style that Beterbiev came up with on that day. Having said that, I have to be honest with you, it's a very big fight, an interesting fight. Both fighters are class act, no doubt about that to me. They are top 10 in the top 5, not 10 even, top 5 pound for pound boxers. And we're going to see a classic here. The first fight was a blast and a thriller. Will this second one be better? We don't know yet. But from the all indications, Bivol feels cheated because a lot of people think he won that fight, including my humble self. I've said it a couple of times, you know, and because but this time around, we have a feeling that Beterbiev is going to attack the body. You know, he's a shorter man at 5'11", you know, and Bivol is 6 foot proper, you know. So whether it's going to be a problem, we don't know. We do not know. But at the end of the day, the styles that any of them comes with is going to be what will decide this fight. If they come in, yeah, you know, if Bivol comes in and says, okay, I'm going to knock Beterbiev off and sticks his leg on, puts his leg strong on the ground and throw hard punches, you know, Beterbiev will have advantage because if you're steady with him, he's a rock of a man. We call him the beast from the east, you know. It's a very difficult fight to fight for Bivol, but Bivol has managed, he's been the first person to have gone the distance with him, which is not a small thing, you know, to say the least. You know, having said that, we will say that the power of Beterbiev, is he going to pose the last problem? But in no particular order, we will tell you in a minute, you know. We believe this fight is a 50-50 fight, no doubt about that. We saw the first one, and we know how things went through in that first fight. But we believe this one is a 50-50 fight as well. But the most important thing is that both boxers know each other very well, and know the certain way they fight. So in order to to absorb the punches and then stand where you are. They know already who is the harder puncher. From all in the confession or the statement made by Bivol, he said that he's never fought anybody who hits as hard as Beterbiev. That shows you how this guy hit. And Beterbiev said the movement of Bivol was a problem, and he did not start landing to the body because the body punches would take out the strength in Beterbiev's Bivol's legs, and towards the end of the fight, it will make him feel tired and the legs will be shaky. So that is what we're going to see in this fight if Beterbiev have to win. But for Bivol, he has to keep his movement, and he has to stay fighting till the end of the fight, because towards the last 2 rounds, the championship rounds, he faded away and Beterbiev took over. I believe that is what changed the mind of the judges. For Bivol to have a chance in this fight, he has to fight from the way he started from round 1 till the end, which is the top axe, against a fighter with the power and the pressure of Beterbiev. Beterbiev comes with that pressure and that short punches, short jabs, which are very solid from all indication, because if you see the level of fighters is put down and put to sleep, you understand what was saying about his power. His power is ridiculous. You don't even think he has that power because of his stance. And he can fight from all angles. He can throw punches. His pressure is continuous and relentless. And then can Bivol withstand this in a second fight? We will see. But Bivol is on record the first person to go the distance with Beterbiev. Having said that, it doesn't matter for anything, because at the end of the day, we were talking about a win, and not of how far you've gone or how good you are or how you faced your opponent and took him about and went the distance with him. So in this particular fight, you say to win, the work rate has to be high. We're saying this in no particular order. It has to be thorough. The body punches has to be there. The movement has to be there. With regard to Bivol, the pressure has to be there, continuous, non-stop. But at the end of the day, whoever controls the center of the ring has a chance and has an advantage. And that is what we were saying about Beterbiev. Beterbiev has always been on the front foot. And for you to defeat him, you need to make him go on the back foot. And then, upset his system, so to say, and make him uncomfortable. And then take angles, set angles for him and make him miss and make him pay. That is the only way to beat Beterbiev. There is no blueprint on that. So we were looking at this fight and we were looking at Bivol, and we were saying what we said in the first fight. Bivol has the style to beat Beterbiev with his movement. But what he has to continue doing is his combinations. We saw what he did to Canelo Alvarez with his combinations, his movement, throwing 10 punches, 10 combinations at a time. He has to continue doing that. And he has to do it from round 1 to the last round, not half and half. He has to continue doing it, offsetting the rhythm, because what that combination does is to offset the rhythm of Beterbiev. For him to have a chance of winning, he has to continue doing that. But Beterbiev is a different kettle of fish. He's an extremely good boxer and also a fighter with serious power for the weight he's in. I had thought that if he completes this win, he should move into the region of cruiserweight division, that division, and face of Pattaya. That would be a fun fight for me, a dream fight for me. But let us see what is going to evolve in this fight. Because at the end of the day, you don't overlook any person in boxing. Your opponents, you don't overlook them. If you do, you're in for a sucker punch. And that sucker punch can happen to anybody. If you're caught early, that is one thing Bivol has to be very, very careful of. Round 1, when you're still fresh and still not warmed up yet, and you're caught with a punch, you might not come out of it. We saw what happened to AJ against Bivol, against Debua. AJ never recovered, and that ended the fight, So we're looking at this fight, and we're saying the same thing we said before. The movement of Bivol And the combination of variety of punches he throws will have to be an issue. And he has to come from that angle to have a win. We believe he can win. But on the other hand, we think Beterbiev can even knock him out, because Beterbiev had a problem of surgery on the knee before the fight, and it might have affected him, not physically but psychologically. Thinking it's being on the back of his mind. But let us see what will happen. Our take in this fight is Bivol will win, and there will be a trilogy in this fight. Let us see what happens. Our time is done, and we are done. Our time is up, and we'll say God bless, and do please subscribe to our channel to make the channel grow. Bye, and have a nice day.